Okay, now before the break, Joe showed us how Code Red and Nimba use the Unicode exploit to get Windows, to get it to hack Windows, get into your machine. Now he's going to use it to hack into our PC here. We've got our server PC. Joe's got his attacking PC. Again, we are not attacking a real company. Let's see how this hack works. What do we got loaded in this browser?
So what we have here in the browser is our Corporation XYZ, which is represented by our machine over there. And if you take a look here, these characters is what I was talking about, the Unicode encoding, actually represent a forward slash.
Okay.
So if you take a look, dot dot forward slash dot dot is doing the same thing that we mentioned here. And we're able to browse C inetpub, which is the directory right before the root directory of the web server.
Wait a minute, so this is kind of like, I might type in, you know, I don't know, some Cyrillic language, and it translates it into Unicode.
Yeah, Unicode is interpreted on the server. It already knows how to handle it.
So it's not, I'm not normally going to see, that's what makes it an exploit. Take something that's normally used for something else, get a little insidious with it.
Right.
So what's going on here?
So right now we're browsing, again, C inetpub. If you want, we can just type in 2 dots at the end, and we can browse the C drive. So now I can browse the C drive of that machine.
So we are on the, you are into this machine.
Yeah, I'm just looking around. I can actually copy a file too if you like.
I like that thought.
If I do this, I'll show you what happens here. If you take a look, the Unicode here, we're seeing cmd.exe, and we're doing a copy, and we're copying the command.exe into our scripts directory.
That would be bad.
It returns an error right here, CGI error, but in reality, if you take a look down here, one file copy.
Right.
You see that from DOS when you do a file copy. The next thing we can do, currently now we can browse and we can, copy files, but we're not in, like we're not logged into this machine.
So we're running around the machine, but we don't own the machine yet.
Correct, we don't. One idea we can do is we can upload a backdoor onto the machine. That way we can just telnet right into the machine.
And once once you've used the Unicode, once you've exploited the Unicode, it's not really a buffer overrun. Once you've used Unicode to get inside the machine, you've got the run in the machine. You can use this to copy it. What do I copy there?
Well, the next thing I could do is we're going to use a program called Netcat, which is a little telnet daemon. It's actually called the Swiss Army knife of TCP, but for this purpose, we're just going to set up a little telnet server on that machine over there.
So what's Netcat normally used for?
Anything from port listening to setting up these telnet daemons to firewall testing. It could be used for lots of things.
So it's kind of like a wrench. It's a legal tool once you hit somebody on the head.
Exactly. It's a little program that you can execute from the command line, mc.exe. So what I'm actually going to do here is, since I can use DOS commands, I'm running a TFTP server on my machine right here, as you can see.
File transfer protocol. It's what you use.
Yes, this is actually trivial FTP server, which is used to upload config files to Cisco equipment and other various network equipment.
Pretty common tool.
Yeah. And what I'm actually going to do is I am going to tell that machine to go out and download that netcat file off my attacking machine over here. So that's going to initiate the connection over to here. Take a look.
This would be bad.
Yeah, so we're injecting the back door here. Okay, it said CGI error, the specific application misbehaved. But if we take a look at our TFTP server over here, look what it says. Sent nc.exe to www.corporationxyz.com, which is our server over here.
So this is the system we're attacking. We now permanently have a presence on that system.
We have a backdoor sitting on the machine.
We haven't turned it on yet.
Let's do that now.
Oh, this is insidious.
So now we're actually launching the backdoor. If you take a look down here, you can see it says inetpub scripts command.exe. Again, we're running it from the command line. You don't see anything happening. You see this is kind of holding up. But if we go to our C prompt here and type telnet 10.129.1.10, and we log right into port 9999 is what I told Netcat to run on, we actually are into that machine right now.
Oh, boy. Okay, so wait. There's no firewall running on this machine, is there?
No, there isn't. But if there was, there's a good chance that the firewall would say, yeah, you can access web traffic. So we would just tunnel right through the firewall. Firewall is game over. Firewall doesn't matter.
Firewall doesn't matter. How do I prevent? It's okay. We were talking about this before. The security check is done before the server figures out what the Unicode is saying.
Right. So what happens is you get security check. You have a Unicode decode process, and then the translation, and it grabs the file off the hard drive. The issue is the security check doesn't recognize the Unicode characters. Right. So it says, this URL is good, let's ship it out to the Unicode decoder. Unicode decoder decodes it, and then it translates it back to you.
Is there a fix for this?
Yes, there are patches that are out there. This is a vulnerability that's been out for a while, and it has been patched.
I have a bad feeling if I ask you how many people have updated the patch on their servers,
Well,
it's not going to be many.
Really, what the problem is, there's hosts that are added to the internet every month, every day, right? By home users with cable modems, as well as corporations.
Okay.
According to the CSI FBI survey, a unprotected host that is put on the internet is compromised within 4 hours.
Wait, so if I just hit the yes buttons and don't really pay attention,
it's wide open to hackers to break into. Wow. And not only that, but if it's an IIS, Microsoft IIS server, it's almost in any case, it's compromised within 1 hour by automated scripts like Code Red that are running on the internet today. Code Red was set to propagate from the 1st to the 19th of every month. That doesn't stop. The fact that people patch their systems will stop them from getting infected, but Code Red's still running rampant on the internet today.
Because it's basically, it's out and it's running fast and loose, and it will
It automatically compromise machines using the vulnerability we just showed.
That's frightening. So if I'm setting up a system, it's important for me to properly configure the system.
Absolutely.
To take advantage of a firewall before somebody gets into my system, before I go along with the server. What else should I do to protect either my home file server or my home web server or any server I'm using?
Just pretty much keep it up to date as far as patches. The Windows Update feature, although I hate to say it, actually works pretty well. And install a firewall if you have a cable modem at home, such as Zone Alarm or one of those other types of home user firewalls.
Sounds good. I got a question for you. What do you guys do at Top Layer?
At Top Layer, actually, we produce a network security appliance that augments your existing security infrastructure as well as your network infrastructure.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I actually do there is I'm in charge of protecting our enterprise, our online assets, as well as I help product management and product engineering kind of bring the best security product to market.
So you work for a security company. Does that make you guys a bigger target for hackers? People, if they have a choice between hacking, say, like Bob's furniture manufacturer or a security company, is it a coup to hack into a security company?
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but no, honestly, not typically. Usually the big sites are the news sites, CN and Tech Target, sites like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're concerned about hackers getting into your PC, well, you know what you should be. We've got some great stuff on the website to tell you how to keep your computer safe. Go to thescreensavers.com. Joe, excellent stuff. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.